Hello friends, Mark Spade here. As always, hope this video finds you well. Hope that you are enjoying a warm pipe, a favorite blend, and a comfy chair. I'm at my buddy Casey's house, where the chairs are always comfy, and the walls are lined with exotic taxidermied beasts. But I am not enjoying a pipe, because you can't smoke in here. But why am I here? Well, let's get right into that. So a few weeks ago, I got a text message from Casey, and he said we need to talk. And it was accompanied by a picture. This picture had boxes of what looked to be tobaccos and pipes. What happened here is uh, Casey has a very close friend whose father recently passed away. And this gentleman was a pipe collector as well as a curious tobacco enthusiast. So what I mean by that is that it's very obvious that he tried a lot of things, and I got to really get this phenomenal opportunity to come and look at somebody else's collection and look at his cellar and to help determine the worth, help sell some of this stuff because his son isn't a pipe smoker and isn't interested. And so I also get the option here to purchase all of this if I wanted to, or at least some of it. And so the idea here is to give a once over to these estate pipes and these consignment tobaccos and help determine how much they're worth, help them sell some, give them some information about it. And I think for all of us in this process here, get to know the man a little bit because really I think that's the neatest thing about this. Here we have a gentleman that lives just down the road from me that I did not know had an extensive pipe collection. Some of his tobaccos are from the brick and mortar that I go to, but I never would have known about him because, as I've said many times, and if I say it anymore, it'll become a drinking game. Pipe smoking is a solitary hobby. And so getting to see into somebody else's likes and dislikes and preferences, and just as well as I do, you guys know that you can look at a pipe and you can tell which one was the favorite, which one pretty much sat in the rack the whole time. You can see which tobaccos or what family of tobaccos were preferred by looking into somebody's cellar. And so here we have a very unique and wonderful opportunity to do that to a gentleman who is no longer with us. However, hopefully from this, the world of pipe smoking can be a bit better for it, just because of what we get to see here and what hopefully we get to share with not just me, but with the YTPC and beyond. So with that, hope you enjoy. So first and foremost, I got this care package. This is to kind of start things off, right? So I got this amazing Pipes and Tobaccos journal. So that old spiral bound notebook that I showed you guys a while back is no more. This changes the game for me in the most aesthetically pleasing kind of way. I mean, you guys know I prefer books to digital medium, things like that. And so here we have a very nicely organized book in which I can now log page after page. And man, leather bound, hardcover. It doesn't get much better than this, right? This is a phenomenal gift to me for this great undertaking, I guess. And I am very thankful for it. I also get to try some new tobaccos. Some of them I've never heard of, and some of them, yeah, I've had them several times, but these are old. So here we have this guy here. I can't say it. Visions of Celephaeus, right? I don't know. I'm a little rough on my Greek. I think that's Greek. It's already opened, and so there's nothing else to be done with it but to smoke it. It's an interesting smell for sure. I also got a several years old sampling of 1Q. Now I'll show you this 1Q here in a little bit. It is a pillow. I mean, we're talking pounds of 1Q this gentleman had here, and I get a little age sampling of it. Fantastic. Some old tartan. Again, there is well over a pound of this here, and it's been in this gentleman's possession for some time now. And I'm gonna try some old tartan. And then finally, to cap this all off, right, to round out this most generous and fantastic care package, I got a falcon pipe. Now, falcon pipes, as we all know, they're not very expensive. You know, it's we're talking $40 for the stem, and then another 40 to 50 for the bowl. This one's a briar bowl. And yeah, this is an estate falcon. But what is fun about it to me is that this is the falcon pipe that I've wanted. This is that Carl Jung falcon pipe. And every time I get on Smoking Pipes, which is where I typically order from, they have the bent one, the copper one, you know, the twisted one with all the colors. I don't like that. I like plain, stripped down, regular old utilitarian falcon pipe. And so here we have it. And it's just a really cool thing to see, right? Just for this to come up first and foremost, here, take one. Phenomenal. So without further ado, let's get to sharing. So here we have a brief look into what all this gentleman had in his possession. We've got bags of unopened esoterica, one open bag of esoterica, but lots and lots of it. We have really cool lighters. We have old Dunhill tins, unopened. We've got Bingle slices. We've got Dunhill Royal Yacht. We've got some H&H. A lot of Sam Gowith stuff in here. A lot of McBaron stuff. There's a couple that I'm really excited to show everybody. Here we have Dunhill's Elizabethan mixture, unopened. Just a lot of very, very interesting finds here, and one of which I shared on the community page, actually. This is most intriguing. From what I've been able to gather, Edinger hasn't been in business since the 80s, and this is not necessarily a sought-after tobacco, but it is very old, very, very old. And so I'm pretty excited to see where this takes us, and to hopefully share a bit more about it in the future, so that way we can talk a bit more about this. It's most intriguing to me. Let's see. The coolest find on this tobacco front. I mean, Paladin's always going to be excited to see some of these old codgers. We have the old Orlick square tins. This one's empty, but still a cool tin. Some HH Acadian Perique. Here's a neat thing that I think my YTPC friends will be pretty excited about. Look at this. This is McClellan's Christmas Cheer, unopened, still sealed, from 1996. Yep. Pretty excited about that and to see where that takes us. But not just on this table, but here we have more and more and more tobaccos. Pounds of tobacco. It doesn't fit on the table. It would likely break the table. There is so much tobacco here. Obviously, we've got Velvet. We've got Carter Hall. We've got Prince Albert. Pulling no punches. Hey, there's a cat. Pulling no punches on the codger blends here. But just, I mean, boxes and boxes of Lane tobaccos, boxes and boxes of, you know, Dunhills and McBarons and McClellans. Just tins everywhere. Got some Briarwork stuff here. This gentleman has been smoking for a while, and he's got the haul to show it, right? Here we have another old McClellan. This is the Personal Reserve series, and I don't see a date on this one. This one's open, so we'll see what we end up doing with it. But yeah, so now let's talk about pipes. Here we have the first basket of pipes. Now, are there basket pipes in here? Yes, there are basket pipes in the basket. However, there is also some Savinellis in here, and I don't know, there's quite a variety, really. And some of them are damaged, you know, like I believe it's this one. Yes, this one has a bit of a crack right there. But We've got pipe stands, lots of them. These aren't the only ones. There's more in these buckets over here. We've got humidors. I mean, there's a bit of everything here. Another box of pipes. Very interesting pipes, some of them. So, as you can see, there's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to find. There's a lot to discover, a lot to learn. But I'm most excited about it. This is going to be a really fun project. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume this is part one of maybe 2 or 3, and we'll talk more about the consignment tobaccos and the estate pipes as we get more into this. Right now, I'm going to take a detailed inventory and start determining the worth of a lot of this stuff and see what we can do to get it out of here and into the pipe racks and cellars of other pipe smokers. And with that, I'm Mark Spade. Thanks for watching. All right, so here we have an assortment of broken pipes, nameless pipes that are still really intriguing, and there's a couple cobs in here too. Right here, this entire box is full of Chacom, or some of those other brands that there was. I mean, just tons of different pipes, tons of different varieties. There's a lot of Castellos in here. Just tons and tons and tons of pipes, from basket pipes to Italian and French pipes, a couple German pipes in there. But right here, this right here is full of